Hello YouTube, Jumpy23 here. Welcome back to my FE8 0% LTC. Today we'll be talking about Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a route map, and a bunch of enemies don't come down from mountains until turn 4, so you might think that means it's floored at 4 turns, but that's not technically true. If you go sicko mode and low percent crit every enemy multiple times, you can clear this in 3 turns. We won't be doing that because it's the most unreliable turn save in the entire GBA trilogy. But if you want to beat my LTC record, there you go, I guess. This map's unreliable enough as is for 3 main reasons. 1. We have to rig some brigand reinforcements down on speed so Erica can double them. 2. Everyone except for Seth is constantly facing mediocre hit. And 3. Garcia is just the worst. He's holding an iron axe, but he always attacks with his inaccurate hand axe instead. Plus, if he drops below half HP, he runs away to heal. If he were player controlled, he could easily kill the 2 enemies on the right, but as it is, we have to rig that dumbass to do his job. The main side objective in early game FE8 is promoting Ross, which means feeding him a lot of kills. There are only 2 enemies on this map that we could possibly feed to Ross. There are 4 that come down from the mountains too late, and there are 2 that are on the right, but we give him both of those last 2 kills. That's an improvement over graded Sticks LTC, which only gave him 1 of the 2 kills. The downside's a bit less reliable, but we have to eat that because we can't get Ross as much XP in Chapter 5 as Graded Stick did, because we visit all 4 villages for the Guiding Ring. Gilliam will actually do something here. I said he was completely useless in the last map, but he's the only one who's not doing something more important, so he can set up these kills for Ross with bad hit rates. But hey, I guess it's something, right? The other unit that's important for getting all these things for Ross is Moulder needs to heal him a bunch. And so that means he's on the front lines, which we have to make sure that the brigands attack Ross instead of Moulder on enemy phase. We can actually do that, but sometimes it doesn't make sense. Seth moving here is what makes the brigands attack Ross instead of Moulder. If Seth were to stay put, they'd go for Moulder. I don't know why, and I think I'm even pretty good at GBA FE, but you know, if it works, it works. The brigand that just attacked Ross from the fort is holding a vulnerary, so we need to kill him on player phase or he'll run away and heal. The other brigand is not, so he can kill him on enemy phase. Also, Ross has to dodge one of those 2 47s there. That's what I was talking about when I said this is a bit less reliable, but everything is. Erica has to hit 1 of 2 this turn on that brigand, and Franz has to hit 1 of 1. Even though it's swords on axes, they're on mountains which give 40 avoid, so it's fairly unreliable, but that's just everything in this map. Let's talk about the 3 new units we got while we watch me mop up the enemies. So there's Vanessa, Moulder, and Ross. Ross promotes by Chapter 7, Moulder promotes by Chapter 16, Vanessa never promotes. Can you guess which of these 3 units is the best? That's right, it's Vanessa. Ross needs to promote so that he gets Water Walk in Chapter 7, which saves 1 turn, and then we never see him again. Moulder is also a super good unit, probably top 5 because he has Warp and nobody else does. But Vanessa is just incredible. She's our first flyer, and she's also our last flyer with 15 aid, which means that she gets deployed in Final as the only unit that can carry Garrick across a gap. For a while, Tana will join and also have 15 aid, but eventually she'll promote and then she won't anymore. So Vanessa just stays excellent the whole game, even though her combat is purely atrocious. Seth easily kills the boss in 1 round with the steel sword, so that's more sword XP for him, as well as, you know, saving a turn, so that's nice. Ross got his last kill with a hatchet, and then Erica perfectly doubles in 1 round these, well, not 1 rounds, but finishes off these last 2 brigands because I rigged their speed down, and that is Chapter 2 completed in 4 turns. Next up is Chapter 3, obviously, and thank you for watching.